Hey, it's Ashley Goodwin. I'm going to show you how I edit my film scans because it's a common misconception that film comes back perfect, and a lot of times it comes back pretty darn close to perfect, but it needs some tweaking sometimes to fit your personal style. Here are 3 photos that I have selected. You can see this one's pretty great. Wait, did I edit this one already? Yeah, okay. Wow, it's pretty good. Okay, so won't need much help. This one has a hint of magenta in it that's a little too much for me. I could use a little bit extra exposure. And this one's pretty darn close to perfect. So this is exactly how I got them back from the lab. And I like to spend a little bit extra time on photos of the couple and smoothing out their skin and making them look bright and fabulous, and also making the whites whiter in detail photos. So for this one, I do very basic edits. I maybe change the temperature, add a little bit extra exposure, add a little bit extra sharpness, maybe use the brush, maybe do contrast. I'm not going to do that here because everything is light and airy and pretty. So here I'm going to just add a little bit of contrast. Let's do 35. 35 looks good. I'm going to straighten this just a little, not a lot. Okay. And then it's got a little bit of warmth that I do like, but I'm going to take it down a notch. Let's go 3. Okay. I sometimes use my mouse, and that doesn't always work. So manually inputting it is fine. And maybe take out a hint of magenta. Sweet. So now I'm going to go to the localized brush here. Adjustment brush. I don't know why I call it local, because I guess I live in Hawaii and everything's local kind. So let's add a little bit of exposure and then some sharpness. And I'm going to hit up these whites and brighten them up and sharpen them up. Okay, see how am I making this up in my eyeball, or is it making a difference? Yeah, okay, it's making a difference. Now, I don't like to do too much because I love how film retains the details in whites. So I don't want to up my exposure or even up my curves too much. Sometimes I do curves. So what I also did was kind of hit up this white down here to just brighten it up a little. And then I'm actually going to do a new one so I can make it even brighter. But I'm going to take the sharpness down. Okay. So la 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 la. This isn't too hard. Okay. Easy. So maybe let's add a little bit of sharpness all around. Down here it's sharpening. Okay, cool. Easy. Done. So next, now this one needs some help. So I'm going to do the overall picture. First, add a little bit of exposure. That's usually the first thing that I do if it needs any work. Not too much. See, because if you go too much, you start, look, you lose this. So it's like, holy bright. So let's do 25. And then a little bit less magenta. That's looking too green though. Okay, how about 5? And then a little bit less warmth. 2's good. Brush again. Keep the exposure. Okay, let's hit this up. I bet this will make a big difference. Actually, I'm going to add some, let's undo that. I'm going to add some warmth to that because I think the table's a little too blue. Let's do 2. Add some yellow. So, aha, look at that, big difference. Okay. And then we're going to do another one, but not blue. No blue, no added color. And then a little bit extra exposure, a little bit extra sharpness. I'm going to hit these flowers up. Make them a little bit brighter. I don't like to go over the green because then it changes the color. Well, I don't like to go over it a lot, but it changes the color of it sometimes. So I usually just add exposure like that to extra whites. So, okay, that's easy. That's done. This one is really close to good. It's shot at a 4, f4. So I wanted to get all these details in these flowers. So that's why it's a lot just sharper. A lot more things are in focus than the other photos. And I'm going to add a little bit of exposure. I think that might be too much. Let's do 25. I think plus 25 is basically what I did for all of these. Now, if I was feeling frisky, I could add some brush to this, but, you know, it's really not necessary. So I mean, well, let's see what it looks like. Just guess. I mean, doesn't hurt, but doesn't make a big difference either. Could do back there. I don't like that. So I'm not gonna. All right, that's it. That's done. So that didn't take too long. That's the beginning one. Or that's the finished product. And that's what I started with. That one really need help. That's the finished product. That's what I started with. That's a finished product. That's what I started with. That didn't take a big difference at all. All right, that's it. Hope you have a great day.